We've had new renders and information about the upcoming Apple iPhone 12, and I'll be sharing all the details right after this. If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, please hit subscribe, followed by the bell. So as we approach the launch of the Apple iPhone 12, we're starting to get many leaks, reports and rumours come forward. We're also getting some interesting designs from many concept artists and renderers, and today I'll be going through everything we know so far. The iPhone 11 didn't bring too many improvements from the predecessor apart from a more powerful chipset and camera, so many are hoping for change. The first thing to mention is one thing that we haven't had leaked yet is the name. While we could see a radical change, we're going to assume for this video that it's called the Apple iPhone 12. We're expecting to get 4 new iPhone 12s in the range, which will be 2 different Apple iPhone 12s, the iPhone 12 Pro and of course the iPhone 12 Pro Max. We're expecting Apple to increase the display size on most of the models, although those who want a smaller display will still get the option. Reliable analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has advised that there's going to be 2 versions of the iPhone 12. The smaller iPhone 12 will have a 5.4-inch display, whereas the larger iPhone 12 will have a 6.1-inch. We'll then get a 6.1-inch display on the iPhone 12 Pro and a 6.7-inch display on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Unlike last year, however, all models are reportedly going to use an OLED display, and resolutions are of course going to differ across the range. The 6.1-inch Apple iPhone 12 is likely going to have a lower resolution than the 6.1-inch iPhone 12 Pro. And while there are many rumours of Apple removing the notch, I really can't see this happening. In typical Apple fashion, we're still expecting a full screen display with a notch top centre. It's too early for in-display camera sensors, and I can't see Apple going for a punch hole. They also need a time-of-flight sensor on the front for their 3D face unlock, and while Apple ditched the fingerprint scanner with the iPhone X, there are reports that it's finally coming back in the form of an in-display fingerprint scanner. There are reports suggesting that Apple are also going to be increasing the refresh rates on the latest displays. While most phones have stuck to a 60Hz display, this has been changing recently, and Apple are also joining in with this trend. At this stage, we don't know if they're going to be offering 90Hz, 120Hz, or even a mixture of the two across their range. When it comes to the rear of the device, we're expecting a similar camera setup to last year, but the more premium models will have more cameras. Ming-Chi Kuo again advised that both the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max are going to be adding a time-of-flight camera to the rear. For those unaware, a time-of-flight camera is essentially a 3D depth camera, and then what Apple use on the front for their 3D face unlock. The time-of-flight sensor on the rear will use a slightly different technology that allows it to map 3D objects from further away. This will significantly improve augmented reality application and allows for improved portrait-style photo and video effects. We'll likely see slight upgrades on the iPhone 12's other cameras, but given the great performance its predecessor had, they won't want to change things too much. Reports are suggesting that the 2 budget models of the iPhone 12 are going to have a dual camera setup, while the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max are going to have a quad camera setup with the inclusion of this 3D depth camera. The iPhone 12 will of course be powered by the new A14 Bionic chipset. This is actually manufactured using 5nm lithography, which will bring significant improvements, and there's a good chance it's going to be the first 5nm chipset to hit the market. When it comes to RAM, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is expected to come with 6GB of RAM, while the standard iPhone 12 will only contain 4. This is something that Apple do well compared to Android manufacturers, where they throw in unnecessarily large amounts of memory, causing the consumer to pay for memory that they just don't need. When it comes to the storage, we're expecting a choice of 64, 256 or 512 gigs of internal storage on the iPhone 12. For the first time ever, consumers felt that Apple did a great job in prioritizing the battery life on the predecessor, so hopefully that's something that's going to continue with the iPhone 12. While graphene batteries are still out of the question in 2020, we can expect the 5.4-inch iPhone 12 to be around 2,800 mAh capacity. The 6.1-inch is expected to be 3,150, and the 6.7-inch iPhone 12 is expected to contain around a 4,300 mAh capacity. One thing that is a little unknown at the moment is of course the 5G connectivity. Apple are very behind when it comes to 5G thanks to the early issues they had with Qualcomm, so we're unsure at this stage if it's something we're going to see in the iPhone 12. It is rumoured that the iPhone 12 is going to come with 5G, but there are no leaks or reports to back that up. The iPhone 12 will of course be IP68 water resistant and it will ship with iOS 14. Now when it comes to pricing, we of course want lower pricing on the Apple iPhone 12, but it does seem unlikely. We did however have this with the predecessor when the base iPhone actually came out cheaper than the previous XR, so it's not impossible, just not likely. Unfortunately, material prices have increased this year, so I expect the smallest 5.4-inch iPhone 12 to launch about $750 or £800. The 6.1-inch iPhone 12 should be around $900 or £950. The 6.1-inch iPhone 12 Pro should be around $1,050 or £1,100. And finally, the 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max should be $1,200 or £1,250. Of course, it's not all about specs and we'll likely see new software features or improvements to the current features in iOS 14. The iPhone 12 is set to launch in September as always, and it's always around the second week, so we can expect to see the iPhone 12 range on either the 8th of September or the 15th of September, and of course the iPhone 12 will actually release 10 days after that event. Of course, being so far away, these are leaks and rumours, but as more information comes to light, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away. But as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Who out there is waiting for the iPhone 12, and what model of the iPhone 12 are you waiting for? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.